Hello everybody and welcome back to Fluffy Cow's single player Let's Play series in Minecraft. You may or may not notice something different about this scene in front of you from last episode to this one. For those who are not able to spot it, there may or may not be a distinct lack of animals. Meanwhile, my inventory has a ever-growing supply of food. The two may or may not be correlated. I will leave that for you to decide, as I may or may not finish off what I started earlier. Anyways, I am doing this because I need a bunch of food for the next project that we are going to start on this episode. Yes, that's right. We're starting on another project. And look at that little cave. We will have to come back to this at a later date. Do I have any torches to mark it with? I do. Let's get a little bit of light coming out of this hole so that I remember it for later. Yeah. You may also notice my voice sounds very different. I managed to get myself a microphone arm in the last few days, and I've been playing around with that. Come here, pig. I do still need to get a pop filter, so you might hear me popping a little bit in this intro. Because of that, I'm going to try and wrap up this bit of recording quickly, and then there'll probably be a multi-day cut that you won't notice, and then I should have a pop filter the next time you hear me talking. So, let's cook up all this food that I've been finding, and then we're going to go on a hunt for a couple of biomes and a couple of items, because not only are we going to start a new project today, I'm going to be trying to build up the base a little bit around here, make it look just a little bit nicer, because especially when you start getting over here, things start to get just a little bit more ugly, especially with all the bits and pieces that I've been doing around here. Like, just look at that. You can even see I've left a couple of signs down there of ideas on how I want to build out the area. We're going to leave them hidden off in the distance for now. I'm going to cook up some food, and then we are going to go and really explore this world today. So, I will see you in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. I've been gone for about a week. I managed to get my pop filter in those few days that I mentioned in the last clip, and then I just had some troubles with getting replay mod working. I ended up just having to give up on replay mod for now, but I do plan to come back to it in the future and actually get to do stuff with it. It's just, it seems my CPU right now is not able to handle the rendering process for whatever reason. So as you can see, I found a number of things. These are some jungle trees that I've been chopping down and regrowing. And over there I've got some jungle logs and cocoa beans going as well. I found some bamboo in the jungle forest as well. I grabbed some pumpkins while I was out. I grabbed some melons as well. There you can see the cocoa beans. I also found a couple of cactus that I started growing. I've got like 10 pieces of cactus, and I'm going to be using all of them for a build later. Of course it would start raining as soon as I start recording, but we can fix that by hopping down here, and you can see all sorts of things going on. I managed to get enough diamonds to get diamond tools, and an enchanter that can get up to level 30 enchants, which is why these tools are sitting on a wall instead of in my inventory, because I want to do this level 30 efficiency 4 enchantment on this diamond pick before I use it, and I also want to enchant these other tools as well before I use them, so that they'll last longer. And luckily, I currently don't mind using up my infinite supply of iron on iron tools. So look at that, and I've still got 3 diamonds left over. And I did all that without ever, believe it or not, going on a proper mining trip. Yes, seriously, this is like the lowest I've been in this world, aside from like, oh, there's a cave, and I see 1 diamond ore at the bottom of it, so let's go grab it. What else? I made a list of all the things that I did in the last week. The next thing on that list, I returned to that small little base from last episode that I ended off in. It had 4 diamonds and a whole bunch of items, which I'm still running off of just 4 chests, as you can see. This is a special chest we'll get to later. And this one's just all the food got put together because I was tired of looking for it elsewhere. I desperately need to get a silk touch tool. I am not sure if I'm going to brute force a villager for that or if I'm just going to pray that I get it on a pickaxe or a book. But I do need silk touch to get a few items for a build I'm going to do later this episode. More on that in a bit. What else? While exploring, I found the biggest mushroom biome I think I've ever seen. I have plans to really show it off next episode since replay mod is not letting me get a good flyover of it. Trust me, this place is huge. I absolutely want to build something on it at some point in the future. You can see the signs that I teased earlier. Yes, I'm going to try and pretty up this space. That's what this chest is for. There's, like, this whole area right here is just, like, 1 block thick, and then it's all water. So I am going to see about getting a little, like, water feature flowing from down here. Yeah, you can see, and there's the surface. It literally is, like, 1 block thick everywhere around here. So I want to get that water flowing through... Oh, come on. I want to get that water flowing through here. Going down here into a little waterfall. We'll turn this into more of a pool, as you can see. And then I think the water is going to go down under this area. And pop out right down there. And then it's going to flow just back and along there. And we're gonna see about prettying up this whole space. We're definitely not going to get to the whole thing today. We're not even going to get to like half of it today, I doubt. I'm mostly just looking at this little space that I've been shoving things into. I want to get it prettied up and bring it like up along here and decorate this a bit better. I found these 2 azalea trees just growing in a beach. I really don't understand what the world gen is like in this seed that I have here. It's so strange. I should be including a photo of these 2 azalea trees because it just was so odd to me how they were planted. It made no sense. Let me know what you guys think about it though. What else? I also found at least, I think I found multiple trial chambers actually. Again, just from like seeing a big hole, seeing like deep slate and diamond ore at the bottom of it, or there's one where I just straight up saw... Oh, didn't mean to press that button. There was one where it's like right over that direction where I just straight up saw the building poking through into a cave. So I was like, oh, that's sweet. I think we're gonna try and check that out next episode as well. More little spoilers for that. I mostly was exploring off to the north, I believe, right? Yes, that is north. I mostly was exploring north and west because if you go south and east, it is all snow biome for as far as the eye can see, and I didn't need anything from a snow biome. I needed something from basically any other biome than a snow biome. So, the project I'm going to get started on right now, though, is actually a bamboo farm. Yes, we're going to build a second farm. It's going to be over there with the iron farm. And then at some point, I'm going to surround them in a building of some sort, or maybe I'll build up the mountain and make it like a proper mountain instead of the like half mountain that it currently is. Here, let me get over there and I'll show you. Ah, yes, and while I'm over here, I also ended up digging a tunnel through the hill because I got tired of jumping over it. But you see how it like, it's almost like there's just like a short outline of a mountain here, and then it just got cut off. So what I'm thinking maybe instead of like a building, we continue with this as the outside of a mountain. And we continue it in like a more natural shape, bend it over here, and then we can bring it up and over around there, maybe over there, over to like the ravine area, maybe. I'm not really sure. This is still the beginnings of this thought process for me. But you know, like we bring one side, it can come right up along here, and then it'll come over and around, and somewhere around here it'll bend over. And then we just have the base of this big mountain that we can build up, and then we can hide a bamboo farm, which is going to be even bigger than what you see here. We can hide the iron farm as well. We can probably squeeze a number of other small farms into this space as well. And this will just become our farmer's mountain, sort of. So without further ado, I am going to get into building this bamboo farm so that we can have infinite wood in all shapes and sizes, along with infinite iron. And we're just going to be unstoppable once that happens. So I will cut here, and when I get to a good spot in the building process, I'll come back and tell you how the building's going. All right. Well, you really can't tell from here that I've done much of anything, but I have done a bit of building. I think I'm about halfway done, actually. This is 20 blocks wide, which is the widest that the flying machine I'm planning to use can handle. And then there are rails all along here for the mine carts to run along. I've got lines full of levers to power the rails. And all that's left really is build some walls around it, get the mine carts running, and then whatever I want to do with the collection system, which is going to go back in here, I'm going to have to clear a bit of land probably to get that going. I'll also add, I took some time to kind of plan out the edges of that mountain that I had been talking about. So now there's a little bit of an outline for the base. I have no idea how much this is going to change, but I am slowly going to start working away at this mountain. Honestly, I think I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to come back, and this farm is probably going to be all complete. With that, I'll see you soon. Turns out I didn't have very much redstone to continue with the bamboo farm, so I ended up having to finally do my first caving session. I've got just a little bit of stuff. I just went past a spawner. It had literally nothing of value in it except for like a saddle and a bucket. And look what I found. I found 2 little diamonds. And yeah, I just wanted to show that off. So, back to caving. So, who remembers the trial chamber I was telling you about that I spotted? Because I found it again, right here. Yeah, you can literally like see it from the sky up there, but I came in from a cave over that direction. And this one actually is not that far away from us, or from base. We are gonna check it out at some point, but that is gonna wait until next episode. Oh gosh. When I have some time in the video to actually tackle one of these. But, what? There's the achievement. Can I, how deep is the ceiling? Like 3 deep? Whatever. I don't have the blocks to be, or the inventory space to be doing this. So, yeah, this is everything I managed to find. I did die once, which is why there's a spare set of armor in here. 17 diamonds. I feel pretty good about that. I think I'm gonna go back to base, drop this stuff off. Nearly 3 stacks of redstone. That might actually be enough for me to finish off this bamboo farm. So we'll see if I can do that. If not, I'll be back in these mines. And either way, I'll be back in a sec. How many diamonds do you see on screen right now? Woohoo! Even more diamonds! Look at that! Welcome back one more time. I did a little more caving for some redstone so that I could finish this box behind me. If you can peek in there, you can see there is a flying machine that I built inside of there. The whole thing has been surrounded in bamboo blocks so that no bamboo goes flying off to the sides. And I've also added a single crafter. It is quite slow, but it does turn them into bamboo blocks. Instead of the... Get that out of there. Instead of just having bamboo sticks and chests. At the very least, it'll condense it all a lot more. And if you saw this redstone line, that leads to an observer, which is right up there at that block. And that just detects when bamboo has grown there, and then it runs the flying machine, and then all of the hopper minecarts go after that. Try and demo it, I suppose. If I hit that button, you can kind of see flying machine is going. Along with all the minecarts, I'm probably going to need to tweak these settings a bit because I don't think that those minecarts were able to pick up everything. In fact, we can find that out rather quickly, can't we? If I could stop failing at parkour. We just go, there's almost nothing left in there. Trigger you. Yep. So I will need to mess with the timings a little bit more to get this working perfectly. But for all intents and purposes, this machine is making me bamboo planks. So what is next up on the docket? Well, next up, we're doing some building. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to get my hands into building. I know, it's crazy. We're going to start prettying up this area, that area down there. I know I've been telling you guys I have some troubles with replay mod. I have an idea of something that might make replay mod usable for me, especially for some space like this. At this point, I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully it works. And if not, I might just have to do some jump cuts of me building different bits and pieces of this area out. So without any further ado, let's get building. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. I was out here getting some XP because I'm so close to level 30, and I keep getting so close to level 30 before dying. I just want to get to level 30 and do an enchant level 30. But anyways, I'm out here getting XP from the quartz, and first I found that, so I was like, oh sweet, let's go check out the warped forest. And I saw some quartz right here, and I mined the quartz, and look at this. I don't even have a diamond pickaxe on me to mine it. But I found my first netherite of the series. Woohoo! Anyways, I'll be right back when I hit level 30, and I'll get a pickaxe, and I'll go mine that. Level 30. Level 30. What do we get? Fortune 2. Not what I was expecting or hoping for. Suppose it's time for me to start enchanting up a set of tools, at least. And armor, if there's anything. Alright, I'll be back and we'll see what I can get. This isn't awkward at all. So confession time for me. Maybe for you guys as well, we'll find out. Did anyone else happen to blink and miss almost 2 months? Or Was that just me? If that was just me, then that's just a confession I have. I blinked and missed about 2 months and just didn't do anything in this world at all. I just want to take about 3 seconds real quick to say sorry, there is no audio for this nether section of the video. I simply didn't notice and don't want to go back and re-record the clip. Sorry, enjoy the rest of the video. Sorry to the 11 of you that watched the other 2 videos. I have not forgotten about you. I am still planning to make more videos. While I was preparing to record this clip, I was watching back the last few clips I had recorded and realized I was completely all over the place. So I totally forgot to record myself mining the ancient debris. Current me would have completely forgotten that the ancient debris even existed had he not gone and watched the old videos. Which is why we're standing over here, because I thought it would be appropriate to at least be in the hole that had the debris, even if I've already mined it. What else? I only ever enchanted a second pickaxe, because I wanted Silk Touch. My armor broke, so I made a diamond chestplate and leggings to wear. And I've got that for a helmet and boots. Nothing much. I have actually started building, believe it or not. That is one thing I've done. There was more I was going to tell you about too. Oh yes, I have changed which replay mod I'm using. I'm now using flashback instead of, well, replay mod. Quite simply, the technical issues were never resolved, and flashback ended up catching my eye. I tested it out, and everything works perfectly. The UI is so much better, and I just love everything about flashback. That does mean, though, I have no recordings of me building most of my little base down in that cave, so you're just gonna have to trust me. It looks good. I'll show you soon. One last thing though, my mods are not quite working, and if I walk up here, you will start to see why with like this little guy who's just, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that besides just observe. There's other ones that are like this. Yeah, the Endermen just don't have a lower half to their head. The baby piglins are just like the baby zombie piglins. What are these guys called these days? I genuinely don't remember. I have updated to 121.4 though. Should also not forget that. So that's why the animations are broken. I'm just gonna assume those will get fixed on their own time, and I'm just gonna act like they don't exist until that. I didn't see that issue pop up until I came over to the Nether. So if you don't see the Nether for a bit, it's probably just because of this. I'm gonna get building though. Guess what, guys? I'm done building, at least for now. I'm actually really happy with how this place turned out, despite how few materials I actually had to work with. I ended up moving all the chests that were right here just down to there for now, while I cleared everything out and built a little storage area over here that you can see. I will get everything moved into here in between episodes, so do not worry about that. I've currently just got a chest full of wood things, 2 chests full of blocks. But yeah, let's take a look at the rest of this place. There's nothing else going on down here at the moment. I decided I'd leave this area for a later date. Did not move my bed, didn't feel the need to. I'm really happy with these saplings. Because, like, I know this one's never going to grow because of the block on top of it, and these ones will never grow because they require a 2x2 to grow. Which means I should just have 3 little tree saplings down here forever, which I just love. This waterfall is in fact a double waterfall. If we go all the way up here, sorry, it's a triple waterfall. This doesn't actually lead to anywhere, but right above here is just the open water. I'm just gonna keep it covered though, because I had a reason. I don't remember the reason anymore, but maybe so that mobs don't come in or something. I don't know. What else? I turned the bubble elevator and drop chute into a little pond, using some glass panes to keep the water in place and a single soul sand to let me shoot back up to the surface. Oh, gotta get those 2 pieces of cobble out of there at some point. I also started to expand up into here. Put 3 furnaces in the wall for smelting up the glass for this. And I moved my enchanting setup over to here. Gosh, and that's really it for the building. I know I'm not a master builder, but I am, as I've said before, incredibly happy with this little area. I'll do a little fly through as well with like flashback, just so you can get an extra sense of what this place looks like. But with that, I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. Thank you all for coming by, giving this video a watch. Please like and subscribe. It would really help me out. It would mean a whole lot. It would actually mean a whole lot more to me if you left any sort of comment down in the description. Even just a simple hello would mean even more than a subscription right now. But with that, I'm going to end this episode. Next episode, my plan is to have a lot of action. It's going to be a very action-packed episode. We are heading to a trial chamber. It'll be my first ever trial chamber. Yes, you heard that right. It's been that long since trial chambers are out, and I have still never actually been in one. I have heard the loot from the low-level ones is not that good, though, so I'm mostly going there for a mace and some combat experience and some entertaining deaths. And we're also fighting some bosses. It's going to be a fun episode next time. I hope you guys are excited. I will see you then. Until then, have a wonderful day. Get out of here.